IVM.
Research shows that those who have friends at work tend to stay at that organization much longer. Also, they tend to do better at work. In fact, they thrive far better than others. Question is, do you have friends at work? Or then are they all just colleagues and peers? Hi, I'm Chetna, your favorite positive action coach, and this is Say No to Drama. Think about it. We spend anywhere from 8 to 14 hours in our office. Wow, sounds like a lot when I put it like that, right? And in fact, I know a lot of you feel it as well because we spend most of our day, at least the awake part of it, in office. And yet, so few of us have good friends at work. We have acquaintances, we have colleagues, we have peers. Take it from somebody who has always had friends at work. There are many, many benefits to it. Benefit number one, going to work, spending time in office doesn't feel like work. Benefit number two, on tough days, you always have somebody you can go and rant and vent to and somebody who'll take you on a coffee break exactly when you need it instead of letting you fall into trouble or rather get yourself into trouble, right? Benefit number three, if you are looking for a job and if your friends have moved somewhere, they are more than happy to help you get a job in their office. Yes, it is not uncommon for friends to move together from one organization to another, or rather one after the other to the same organization. When you make friends at work, you are actually building up your network. Remember this, all the people in your life, starting from your parents, are part of your network. This is your tribe. Yes, you know that hashtag on Instagram that you use so freely, hashtag tribe vibe? Well, your workplace is abundant with all the energy that you need to add to this network of yours. Whatever you want to do in life, people from your network will come of use. Not because you are somebody who uses people, but because that's how it's supposed to be. We all play a role in each other's life, okay? Don't go on getting all dramatic on me just because I use the word use. So I'm going to ask you this question again, and I want you to think. How many of you have friends at work? And how many of you are refusing to acknowledge somebody as a friend because we just work together? I mean, we're just colleagues. Some of the friends that I have made at work have turned out to become my closest friends, my inner circle, my safe space, my survival kits. Do not underestimate the role of the people that you spend almost 80% of your day with. That boss of yours that you get along with so well will possibly go on to be a mentor and a guide to you through many things in life. That colleague of yours who sits in front of you or to the right side or left side of you, who you crack jokes with, who you go for lunch with, or who you go on coffee breaks with, or even those cigarette breaks. Don't underestimate the power of that equation. But here's the thing with work friends. You've got to drop your guards a little bit. You've got to step out of the entire this is a formal setting space kind of thing in your head. You need to get real with these people every now and then, which means that when you go to have lunch, when you go to have coffee, when you go on that cigarette break, the conversations don't have to only be about your to-do list and what it needs to happen at work or what is not good at work. It can also be about life and things that you are going through. Lean into each other and you will allow a friendship to grow, a friendship that can go beyond working hours. I remember working in this one organization where so many times we would go for drinks after work. And let me tell you this, we've spent Christmases together, we have had dinners together, and this is all in spite of some of them leaving and moving to other jobs. Yes, whichever other office we have been in, we've all come together to meet each other regularly. We talk to each other almost every day as well. Well, some of us at least. But that's how it is in every group of friends, right? There will be one or two from each group who you will speak to more regularly than the others. Reach out to the people at work and make friends. This is especially for those people who message me on Instagram or even clients of mine who have come up to me and said, I don't have any friends. You don't have any friends because you're not willing to make any. You don't have any friends because possibly you have mistaken beliefs of how a friend should be. Every friend doesn't have to be there for you. Every friend is not a 3 a.m. friend. Every friend does not have to be of use to you. Every friend does not have to help you. Oh my God, did I just burst every definition of friendship you had in your mind? Well, welcome to Say No to Drama. I've said this in many episodes before. I'm going to say this again. Friendship is the one equation whose entire basis is space. Space to be whoever you are without the other person judging you and without the other person creating drama in your life. Some of my friends and me have a phrase, you do you. Yes. And it works like magic because it means you do whatever it is that you have to do. I'm always here and we'll figure it out and we'll always be there for each other. Understand that being there for each other also has many definitions, and especially with work friends. Just because you are cracking jokes with each other and narrating pieces of your life to each other does not mean that a work friend has to drop their life and run to you at 3 o'clock in the morning to save you. That's the other thing. Friends are not sitting around to save you. They have better things to do and they need to save themselves. Sure, we're all in each other's lives to help each other, but not if you are going around throwing victim dramas or victim tantrums. That one's on you, buddy. You need to figure that out on your own. Or rather, you need to get a life coach and figure it out with her, aka me. But coming back to work friends, look around you. How many employees are there in your organization? And what effort have you made to make friends with people at work? It's not just about your organization. Depending on the role that you are in, you possibly meet people from other organizations. Maybe there is a client relationship that's there, right? Maybe you are in a client-facing job and you get to meet so many people from so many different organizations. Well, have you tried making friends with the like-minded ones? I make friends even in my current job as a life coach. Yes, many of my clients have gone on to become friends. Why? Because we share so much of our life with each other. You realize that I know almost everything that happens in a client's life for the duration that they are with me, right? It's easy for us to finish this particular phase of our journey and eventually at some point move on to being friends of some kind. And again, they don't have to be my 3 a.m. friends. They could be friends that I just have coffee with and share a few hours with and a few laughs with. Look around you. If you don't have friends, but you have a job, you have access to make friends. You have a whole world of people, a whole building, an office full of people to make friends. You've got to get up and make some effort. So for anyone who's going to message me telling me I don't have friends, the problem isn't that you don't have friends. It is that you don't know how to make friends and how to be a friend and how to accept friendship. And if you are one of those people, firstly, scroll down on the list of episodes of Say No to Drama on the IVM Podcast app and website and listen to the ones on friendship or the ones that can help you be a better friend. And secondly, DM me on Instagram to book a session today. My handle is Positivity Angel.
Hey everybody, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On Cock and Bull on Cyrus Says, Cyrus talks to Gauri Devi Dayal, host of This Round Is On Me, along with Abbas Momin and Antarix. They congratulate Gauri on the fact that her restaurant The Table made it to the top 50 restaurants in Asia, and discuss the Oscars debacle over Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. On Paisa Vaisa, Anupam introduces us to Anubhav Jain, CEO and co-founder at Rupify. They unravel how the BNPL service is solving SME's cash flow. On the Filter Coffee podcast, Karthik talks to Pamela Kale Malhotra, co-founder and trustee of the Sai Sanctuary. Karthik asks her how a girl from New Jersey grew up with the dream of starting a wildlife sanctuary. On Tere Mere Raste, Keshav takes us on a trip to the land of Buddhist monks and Danny Denzongpa, Gang Talk. And on the Life Manifesto, Zarina talks about developing 4 must-have qualities for a better life. Do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, if you're enjoying this show or any of our other shows for that matter, please do tell a friend. Also, don't forget to rate us on any of the platforms you might be listening to us on. And do check us out on YouTube. We're building a whole bunch of different channels. You can find them on ivmpodcast.com/YouTube. And we're also doing a small listener survey, which we would really appreciate your help with. It helps us kind of talk to advertisers. So you could go to ivmpodcast.com/survey. It'll just take a couple of minutes and it would be really really, really helpful to us. We do appreciate this. And finally, we'd like to thank our sponsors this week, SBI Life Insurance and the India Water Portal. Thank you so much for making this possible.
Ladies, I'm sure you will relate to it if I say that we are constantly busy with work, studies, cooking, and what not. And amidst all of this, we often forget an important element that needs our desperate attention: finance. So here we are, bringing to you SBI Life Presents A Sip of Finance, a women-exclusive podcast where we will teach you how to manage personal finances in a simple and straightforward way with your host, Priyanka Acharya, a finance expert who's been in the industry for 14 plus years. And not just in English, but in 7 more languages. So tune in every Tuesday for fresh episodes on the IBM Podcast Network and all major podcast streaming platforms.